Gewinner dieses dritten Viertel.
Quarterfinals. Yeah, the calculator is back on stage for the third of our 4 quarterfinals, and it features a former European Tour champion, Simon Whitlock, against a man who made the final here in Riesa in June of last year, Benito van der Pas, falling short against Michael Smith by 6 legs to 3 on that occasion, but certainly in the mood to go one better here this weekend. That said, Kyle Anderson might be watching this and thinking what might have been, because Anderson led van der Pas 5-3 in their second round match the other day, and having survived 2 mismatched darts from the Australian, who hit 5 180s as well, van der Pas dug deep and crawled over the line to get through, and then was far too good and too strong for Robert Thornton earlier today. Despite only posting an average of 90.6, it was more than enough against Robert Thornton, who was disappointing once again with an average of just 78. Van der Pas is the favourite for this one, and Paul Nicholson, would you go along with that?
I would agree with that. Yeah, he's going to have to go through another Aussie if he's going to accomplish his goal of making the semi-finals. But yeah, I would say that Benito van der Pas would have to be a slight favourite. I think the ascendancy of Simon Whitlock this weekend has been very encouraging, and he'll want to keep that going. But van der Pas,
85.
A picture of consistency over the last 12 months.
Well, van der Pas throwing first.
100.
A man who, as we said, is enjoying his best season on the PDC circuit. 2 titles in the Players' Championship Series this year as well. 2 final appearances also.
100.
The most recent coming in August when he lost 6-4 to Ian White. His maiden senior title was claimed at Players' Championship 4 in April in Barnsley when he beat Michael van Gerwen 6-5.
40.
So he's beaten the very best. He averaged 110 that day as well.
Yeah, that's not to be sniffed at. If he can play like that tonight,
100.
I can guarantee he's going to take the title home.
And he beat Van Gerwen here, of course, in June of last year as well in the last 16. So, survived a scare against Kyle Anderson, beat Robert Thornton
60.
fairly comfortably. But he's up against a man who looks to have rediscovered something. Simon Whitlock looks to be back to his best. A man who was never present on the European Tour last year. A man who isn't wearing contact lenses, it's been confirmed. Much hoo-ha about his adoption of glasses in a tournament for the first time in this year's UK Open qualifiers.
Well, wearing glasses works for some people. It obviously
96.
works for Benito van der Pas.
You require 190.
I decided to get surgery because I didn't really feel comfortable in them. Phil Taylor's tried them. John Porter's gone to glasses.
59.
John's still throwing a decent dart, but Simon obviously has made the choice. Over the last few weeks he has been wearing glasses, but this week he said, right, it's not working, I'm going to go there. I'm not going to wear them, and look what it's done.
100. You require 60.
60 it is. Van der Pas, number 7 seed. Single 20, has to shift. His darts are very upright. Very much like his stature.
Game shot on the first leg.
No
Benito
problem
van der Pas.
whatsoever. Perfect
Second leg is
start
Simon to throw first.
for the
Game
slight
on.
favourite. And Whitlock, who has played very, very well over the last couple of days, played exceptionally this afternoon.
97.
He really did against Peter Wright in a 6-3 victory. Very impressed with that. I think the way he took his doubles out when he needed to, I think it just showed a little bit of the old Simon Whitlock, who, without a doubt, was the best finisher in the world 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, as you say, he did what he had to do, but he did it at exactly the right time, because it's worth noting that Peter Wright lost with an average of 107, hit 5 180s to Whitlock's 4 as well, but it was just all about Whitlock coming to the table when he
57.
had to and doing the business. Led 4-0, then suffered a bit of a mini wobble as Wright reeled off the next 3. The first with an 11-dart break of throw as well, but then 2 missed darts at double 8. Really gifted Whitlock the 8th leg, and he got the initiative back once again. He took the 9th as well, and that was that 6-3.
Well, those 2 missed darts at double 8 really did spell the start of Simon Whitlock winning that game for me.
121.
Yeah, sometimes it is easy to identify the turning points, and that was clearly it.
Absolutely.
Whitlock, great pedigree, a World Championship finalist 6 years ago, a European champion 4 years ago. European Tour winner, of course, winning the Dutch Darts Masters in 2012 when he beat the man who sat right next to him. Sorry to bring it up, Paul.
That's all right. That was a pretty good day at the office for the both of us.
56.
In Veldhoven, yeah?
That was in Newland.
Oh, Newland.
Yeah, that was the weekend of discovering Max Hopp. That was his first venture
77.
into the professional darts scene.
170.
Beat Max in the last 16 and then beat Aaron Monk in the quarters and Wayne Jones in the semi-finals.
A good run. Brought
50.
to an end by the Australian, and Whitlock is on Shanghai to level things up. Van der Pas can just try and make a big impression here, but needs a treble if he's to do just that.
94.
And he finds
Simon,
one.
you require 120.
Well, Van der Pas will want to come back. Whether he'll be hopeful of doing so is another thing.
Well, stay there.
80.
Oh,
Benito, you require 92.
that was a bit of a flyer from the Wizard.
Yeah, it certainly was. Looked to have set it up perfectly. Had a good guide as well. Bull. Oh,
Game shot in the
92
second
check
leg.
out.
Benito
That's a
Van der
game
Pas.
changer from Big Ben.
Third leg is Benito to throw first.
That's not just a
Game
breaker
on.
throw. That stops everything that Simon Whitlock was doing well in that leg. One miss a double for the Wizard, and Big Ben pounces. And Big Ben, one of the younger generation, as we have talked about.
57.
What we've got to do is say well done to Dean Reynolds today at the development tour, sponsored by Unicorn Darts over in the UK.
83.
4 events played this weekend. Dean Reynolds won 3 of them.
Terrific.
That is very, very good indeed.
Yeah, we have talked at length about what a busy month it is, but yeah, the development tour is part of that congested
45.
schedule for the PDC in the 9th month of the year, and I think we had a 9-darter as well. Have we talked about that already?
140.
I think we mentioned it earlier on. I can't for the life of me remember who hit it, but I do know that he lost the game to Barry Van Peer of Holland. But when the kids are hitting 9-darters, that's when it starts to get scary.
Well, Van der Pas is hitting potentially a 180 here.
140.
Well, maybe just a chance here for Whitlock to start to launch an attack here, because
180.
he's got a 180 and he's down to a finish on the Van der Pas throw.
Oh, well, you wonder why Simon Whitlock changed his darts to these thinner torpedo-style darts. That's why.
102.
Because they are
Simon, you
so
require
close
98.
together. When he pitches them right, it's quite frightening. On a pinhead. Treble 18. Oh, that's interesting. Did
58.
hit treble 20 there. It was double
82
9.
require 157.
Great final dart from Van der Pas. Really thought about it to set up the potential for a 3-dart finish here on 157, but it won't be.
Would have been interesting if he'd hit the
52.
57.
Simon,
Yeah,
you
it would have
require 40.
Might just have given him the momentum he needed, but Whitlock in the frame here. Then again, he's going
Game
round
shot
the
the
board,
third leg.
and he has
Simon
got the
Whitlock.
break back.
What's
Fourth
interesting
leg
for
is
me
Simon to throw first.
is that Simon Whitlock on
Game on.
tops hasn't been that great over the course of today. He's been maybe at 2 or 3 centimetres low sometimes, but his double 10s have been very good.
Not much
100.
separating these two as far as previous meetings are concerned. The head-to-head is dead level. They met most recently at the UK Open in the last 32. Van der Pas won that one 9-3. And as far as the
85.
European stage is concerned, they met in Gibraltar last year with Whitlock winning that one 6-4.
And we mentioned earlier on about the milestone for Simon Whitlock.
140.
This is his 75th quarter-final on the Pro Tour. That really has to be applauded.
Yeah,
That is a lot of success.
longevity, consistency, and
58.
ultimately good all-round play.
Well, when you consider that he's been on the Pro Tour for 6 years,
180.
that's averaging more than 10 quarter-finals a season. That's pretty good.
His experience coming to the fore there.
140.
Turning the screw here, Simon
you
Whitlock.
require 81.
This to level things up then. 81, that leaves double 12.
What a marker.
Oh, he's gone next door.
67.
Ouch.
And,
But
well,
no damage done, really. Apart from the fact he's hit the double 5 and now he's got an ugly-looking double 7.
but Van der Pas is struggling for numbers here, let alone trebles.
62. Simon, you require 14.
So even if he comes inside, it won't be the end of the world, because Van der Pas has it all to do on 156, but he won't want to hang around too much longer here, Simon Whitlock. And the crowd are just doing their bit to get on
Game
side,
shot
and he
the
finds it
fourth
with the
leg.
third
Simon
dart.
Whitlock.
And the German crowd are loving this, a massively
Benito to
popular
throw
figure
first.
in this
Game
part of the
on.
world, Simon Whitlock.
Well, that one visit from Simon Whitlock was a story in itself. He blocks the bed, gets a bit, oh, what have I done here?
96.
Gets worse, and then he actually thinks about splitting it, but Van der Pas on 156, you've got to go for the double, shifts to the left, hits it clean as you like, and a nice big smile from the wizard. And we love to see that because there hasn't been many smiles
60.
in his game over the last few months.
Absolutely. Well, I remember he shed tears on the stage of the Players' Championship finals in November. Tears of joy and happiness because he felt he was
100.
getting back to his best. It ultimately proved to be short-lived, but he doesn't leave you guessing how he's feeling. He's that sort of player. He wears his heart on his sleeve, whatever his outlook is.
Well, the thing about dart players in the modern era and in previous times as well, it's all about sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice for success?
145.
Simon Whitlock has sacrificed a life in Australia. He's sacrificed time with his kids to be, this is basically his life.
121.
And when it doesn't go according to plan, he thinks about what he has sacrificed to be here. And when it is going right, he's entitled to smile.
Van der Pas here, threatening a very big checkout. It wasn't to be. Again, it was a very intelligent third dart in his previous visit, which set that opportunity up. And okay, he's not taking it out there, but 2 darts away now from
125.
re-establishing a lead here.
Benito requires 60.
There's only one way to go for this. Very simple maths. Single 20. Right-hand side of the tops. Well, you hit it earlier. And he's hit it
Game shot on
again.
the 5th leg. Benito Van der Pas.
3-2. I would
Yeah.
like to see it to the big fella, but they're both big fellas.
Game on.
Needed that as well because Whitlock was just building up ahead of steam. He got the crowd on side, and maybe Van der Pas was just feeling a little bit hot under the collar there for a moment
47.
or two, but cool as you like, he takes out the tops for a 3-2 lead. Whitlock, by the way, sorry, I should say, Van der Pas was the 7-2 second favourite or so before the
100.
evening session started, behind Mensur Suljovic. Suljovic still the favourite for the tournament after winning his quarter-final by 6 legs to 1 against Moyesa.
125.
Whitlock was 6 to 1 there or thereabouts before the start of play this evening.
What was Kim Heibrecht?
Kim Heibrechts was 4 to 1.
140.
Third favourite.
Astonishing.
Let me just double check that. Yeah, Heibrechts was 4 to 1 third favourite.
134.
Wilson was 11 to 2. Wilson was ahead of Whitlock in the betting, primarily because he was in the supposedly easier half of the draw, the kinder half of the draw, we should say. Van der Pas not being too kind on Whitlock here. It's another 180, and this is on the Whitlock throw, and that will feel like a lot more.
He needs at least 95 from this visit.
95.
He's got 95.
Benito require 81.
Van der Pas, though, he's looking at the same area of the board. 62.
Ooh.
Went for the treble.
41.
Going to say he was
Simon, you
slightly
require
greedy,
100.
but that gives Whitlock a chance.
Wondered if he'd have gone for the treble 15s instead, but it wasn't to be. Anyway,
Well, he's been low on
60.
tops every time he's gone
Benito
for it in this
require
game.
40.
But at least he's got the numbers. He could come back if Benito misses.
oh, that's a long way down. 10s.
Game shot on the
problem
6th
there.
leg. Benito Van der Pas.
It's a break,
7th leg
and
is
it's a
Benito to
14
throw
dart break
first.
as well.
Game on.
And he's now throwing for a 5-2 lead, and all of a sudden the crowd have gone quiet here.
Yes, they have. Van der Pas really likes playing here. Hasn't lost many games on the
97.
stage. Only the one.
Only the one in the final last year against Michael Smith.
Seems like an eternity ago that Michael Smith was eliminated.
Yep, at
Because
the hands of
everything's gone
128.
and happened since then.
Wilson.
Jamie Dodger's still in.
Yeah, nothing jammy about his performances this weekend, though.
140.
Thoroughly deserving his place in the semi-finals.
Yeah, it's an intriguing game against Mensur Suljovic, that. It's a slow, methodical game. It's a real
58.
darting purists game. No Hollywood shots in that. I think that is very intriguing.
Well, Van der Pas this year, as far as his European performances are concerned, the highlights
58.
really runs to the quarterfinals in Venray, where he beat James Wade. Made the last 8 in Hamburg as well. Lost to the eventual champion James Wade there, but lost to Darryl Gurney at the first
65.
hurdle in Dusseldorf last time out. So a marked improvement for Van der Pas this weekend.
Yeah, Gurney played really well against Van der Pas and Dusseldorf. That was a real standout game. But it's unfortunate that Darrell is injured at the moment because he really was getting some form together.
Yeah, credit to him. He's still here. I just saw him earlier as well with his cast on his hand. That's looking precarious. Is he? I think he's staying there, yeah. But going over to the 18s.
98. Benito require 130.
Now then, Benito for a 5-2 lead. 93 away. This is looking very tidy indeed. Double 18.
81.
Well, that's a good leave.
Simon,
he didn't want to leave it. He wanted to take it out.
152.
152. You might be going for 251s. Oh, that's one way to go. That's a beautiful way to go. Double 19.
Simon Whitlock.
The Simon Whitlock of old is back. That's the kind of thing he used to do in 2010 and 2011 when he was winning bucket loads of titles.
Game on.
He needed that. Oh boy, that was brilliant.
A breaker throw with a 152 checkout. Another strong candidate for checkout of the weekend. There's been so many.
140.
And he kicks off with a ton 40 as well, and suddenly the momentum has shifted back to the Australian once more, and the Dutchman's under the pressure once again here.
Well, it wasn't conventional.
58.
152 for 99% of door players out there is 60-60, double 16. But for some reason, in his head he thought, you know what, I fancy going a different way.
140.
And did it pay off? Did it ever? Well, Van der Pas is back in the lipstick though.
180.
And this is a good leg because Whitlock on throw can get to parity if he can really bust this 2-2-1 down. He's going the right way about it.
Well, if Whitlock does win this match, you can look back at that missed start at double 18 from Van der Pas in that eighth leg. In that seventh leg.
That's a good leg. After that huge finish, 86 after 9 is very tidy.
134.
Good maths again
Simon
from Van der Pas.
86.
If you don't take this 86, Van der Pas should have a poke at the bull, really. It's the bull that Whitlock has and has to go for it, and he knows it. Bullseye for 4-4.
41.
Well, I think that one's in Denmark.
Benito require 129.
He's having a bit of a laugh about it.
Well, he might not be laughing in a moment or two if Van der Pas nails this. Oh,
72.
No.
Can only leave tops with a 16
89.
and does. So Whitlock's got options.
45.
He can go 5 tops, he can go 13 double 16, 9 for double 18. His choice is tops, which hasn't been kind. Will it be kind in leg 8? Oh. Double 10's been good to him all day.
Game shot in the 8th leg. Simon Whitlock.
Crowds in the game again.
9th leg is
Double
Benito
10
to throw
has
first.
been his
Game
best
on.
friend in this tournament.
little wonder they're giving him an ovation, but you still could argue that Van der Pas has the advantage
70.
here, throwing first in the 9th leg in what is now a best-of-3 encounter. But Van der Pas, well, feeling the heat, no doubt about it. Whitlock's got the crowd very much on side once again.
140.
And a 140 on the Van der Pas throw, with Van der Pas having only posted 70 in his first 3 darts. He's struggling for troubles here once again. It's another lull for Van der Pas.
59.
And this is not quite what he needs right now. Just not cutting the mustard at the moment. 129 with his first 6 darts. 140 with Whitlock's first 3, plus these, and it might be a whole lot more. Oh, he's really turning the screw now.
175 180s in the tournament. And Simon Whitlock has obliged
87.
hitting that number. He's got 6 more than that after 6 darts. He's taken control of this match. He really has. He's enjoying himself the last couple of legs. How much has that 155 really put into his season, potentially?
This is a terrific recovery.
81.
And he's squared it off nicely. No need to go too gung-ho there with Van der Pas on 285. And again, he just can't find a big number. He's got one there at last.
95. Simon, you require 100.
Next week we're going to an arena that Simon Whitlock loves in Mulheim. He won his European Championship there. He's not bothered about that. He wants to win here in Riesa.
Awkward.
Well tidied
84.
up. That was the least that he wanted, to leave a double, because Van der Pas languished on 190.
Still 155 away.
54.
And he's just not getting
Simon
anywhere close
requires
here.
16.
It's leg 9. It could be a break. And it's the
Game
perfect
shot in the
time to
ninth
break.
leg. Simon Whitlock.
He's kicked in the middle of this game.
10-legged Simon to throw first.
Next thing you know,
Game
Simon
on.
Whitlock is throwing for the match, and he's got the number 7 seed on the ropes.
3 legs on the spin, 2 breaks in there as well. One with a 152 checkout and one with a 13 dart break as well. Absolutely terrific. Throwing first here then for a 6-4 win and a place in the semi-finals for the number 15 seed, where he would face either Dragutin Horvat or Kim Huybrechts. They're on stage
59.
next. And Van der Pas once again just can't do anything.
Well, the trebles have dried up a little bit for Big Ben. And the trebles that he was hitting earlier, Simon Whitlock is hitting now. And look at the
100.
smile on his face. We haven't seen that for ages. Great to see a dart player up there enjoying the pressure.
It is. Absolutely right, Paul.
58.
Well, you've got to concentrate, Simon, because the job is not over yet. Van der Pas the other day was 5-4 down against Kyle. And he came back and won that
57.
match.
Van der Pas's last 3 visits, 58, 59, 54. Just not good enough against anyone, really. Let alone a man who is absolutely flying at the moment.
57.
Whitlock's tail is up here.
I think Big Ben is suffering with a bit of heat up there, wiping his brow. Simon's got a bit of breathing space, and the experience is telling, because he's just taking a few deep breaths, taking his time.
100.
And a big 60. That gives him even more breathing room. May not be the best leg in the world, 144 after 12, but he'll take it.
Well, even 140 won't be enough here for Van der Pas. 180 would give him a shot.
108.
And that's exactly what he's done. He's down to 147.
Well,
he is still
44.
alive and kicking here, but only just.
Wake up, Simon, because Van der Pas is right behind you.
64.
And that leaves a good
British
2-darter.
Uruguay,
But Van der
147.
Pas can really get back in this game with a bit of magic. Treble 17.
Oh.
Will he leave a double? No,
95.
but it's an easier 2-darter than Simon.
Uruguay, 80.
And let's face
60.
it, on the tops, Whitlock has struggled today.
60 for 10s. He's going to get 1 dart at tops to make the semi-finals of the International Darts Open.
60.
And he's low on tops
Again.
once more.
British Uruguay, 52.
That was always the danger if he missed that that treble 20. Van der Pas looking to gobble this up. 2 darts at tops for Van der Pas.
Game shot on the
And
10th
we are
leg.
into a
Benito
decider.
Van der Pas.
Would you believe it?
11th and final leg is Benito to throw first.
Simon
Game
Whitlock
on.
looks absolutely sick as a dog at the back of the stage. Van der Pas throwing first and has the tide turned once again.
That 180 that he threw in that leg has single-handedly
59.
taken the game away from Simon Whitlock. Because now Simon's got to get 60s.
Once again, Van der Pas, though, unable to get out of the blocks quickly. Can Whitlock pounce? Yes, he can. Look what it means.
Well, there have been breaks to throw in this match, and I think the crowd are on the Aussie side. What has Van der Pas got in reply?
That's looking precarious. Yeah, he'll move downstairs here.
139.
Oh,
This is gripping stuff.
this is absolutely absorbing. It's mesmerising to watch. It really is. And again, I've said it before, it's in keeping with what we've been served up already today.
91.
Well, someone is going to leave this stage in about 2 or 3 minutes with their heart broken.
Oh, and it could well be Whitlock if Van der Pas finds another. Would you? Look at that.
171.
That's steel balls from Van der Pas. Absolutely sensational.
Couldn't buy a treble, could he? 2 minutes ago.
100.
Well, Whitlock's left his favourites.
132.
Will he get a shot at the big 170? Big Ben, 57. He's got to leave a double.
60.
Well, he's left a 2-darter.
Simon
Whitlock now.
170.
You love this shot, Simon. You know you do. Hit the first one, bash the second one in, and bullseye.
No.
A bit of adrenaline on that one.
The roof would have come off this place, and all the rainfall
96.
outside would have
We need
washed
to
over
require
us, and it wouldn't have
72.
mattered.
Yeah.
72 then for Van der Pas. Big, big moments in this weekend. Another one of those for tops. One dart at it, and he's
52.
underneath the wire.
Well,
Simon Uruguay,
Simon Whitlock,
74.
there are moments in your season where you say to yourself, look forward or look back. Look forward at double 16 if you... Oh, it's good, it's a slip. It is double 16 for 6-5.
58. Benito Uruguay, 20.
Both players have missed darts at doubles for the match. Tops for Van der Pas. He wants double 10 now. He's got 2 more goes. Whitlock can't bear to watch. Double 5. The anxiety goes on. But Benito Van der Pas gets over the line. And that will be a very, very difficult defeat to take for Simon Whitlock. He's smiling now, but deep down he will be absolutely cursing. And once more, just as he did earlier on in this competition, Benito Van der Pas has dodged an absolutely massive bullet there. And he's come from behind to win 6-5, and he will face either Kim Huybrechts or Dragutin Horvat in the semi-final later. What a match, what a tournament, and what an evening, and what an achievement it could be for Benito Van der Pas if he does go on and lift the trophy later on this evening. I am absolutely breathless after all that. And there's still more to come. We'll hear from Benito right now.
Also der Halbfinalgegner von Dragutin Horvat werden, aber warten wir das erstmal ab. Benito, congratulations. That's quite warm up here, huh? Yeah, tough match.
It was a tough match. I was 4-2 up and I did not play well after that. I was happy that Simon missed and I make the 5-5, and the last leg I hit one good 1-7-1 and the rest is history.
Yeah, but that starts. So, semi-final like last year could be the semi-final from last year against Kim Huybrechts. That's possible. What are what do you remember from last year?
The 1-6-7 for the match. That's the only thing what I remember.
Okay, we will see. Benito, congratulations. See you later again. Schwitzt.